Let's talk shoulders. I'm going to sit or kneel on a yoga mat, and you can sit in a chair or you could stand up, whatever you want to do. So let's talk about these shoulders, right? So what's the tendency that happens is that our arm bones kind of slide forward, right? And that starts to take our upper back into a curve, which we call a kyphotic curve. And you might not feel it, but what's happening in the front is the chest is getting really compressed here, right? Because the pectoral muscles go right into the shoulder muscles. So that when I broaden my shoulders, when I slide that arm bone back into the socket, it really opens my chest in a beautiful way. And you might have noticed old people where basically the shoulders fall and then the chest falls, right? And everything kind of falls. And sometimes the head comes forward, right? Does that look familiar with some old people? Yes. All right, good. So if you're dealing with anything like that, from sitting, from working on your computer, looking at your phone, anything all day, let me give you some exercises that you can do to help your shoulders. Let's take them up and down. We're just elevating and depressing. Shoulder blades up, arm bones up, and then depress, right? So it's the arm bones and the shoulder blades come up, shoulder blades sliding on the back, right? Up and down, up and down, up and down. Let's go up one more time and then come forward and down and then take it back and then circle again. So we're going to circle and we're circling forward. Then let's circle again. Let's circle backwards. Feeling the motion in the arm bone and in those shoulder blades on your back. And then the last time, take them up, take them back, take them down. Slide those shoulder blades down your back, drawing them a little bit together, right? All right, good. Now, let's take our arms straight out in front of us and then open to the side and then pull them back behind you a little bit. Pull them back behind you. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together like you're trying to squeeze a pencil between your shoulder blades. And then hug yourself around. That's Luna. And then do it again. So come in for a hug and squeeze the pencil. Come in for a hug, squeeze the pencil. Feel how that really broadens the chest. And hug and squeeze the pencil and then float your arms back down again. I'm going to come kneeling for the next one. And again, you'd be standing this whole time if you prefer that. And let's just get some arm movement going. So let's make circles. So I'm just making circles, really relax, arm bones in the socket. And as I make the circles, I'm going to just gradually take my arms up. And you're going to go to your range of motion. Some people's range of motion would limit them here. Other people would be able to come all the way up. So judge by your range of motion. And then change the direction of your circles and come back down. We'll go again. We're circling and taking it up. And then we're going to change direction and circle and take it down. Now let's just alternate arms. So let's take this arm up. If that's a comfortable place for you to be, right? You're gonna kind of do it in the line that suits you. Whatever line suits you, float it up and float it down. Float it up. The arm bones in the socket the whole time. Float it up, float it down. Now you may not feel it, but your shoulder blade, in point of fact, when your arm is up in the air, the shoulder blade does tilt up to allow, it stays flat, but it tilts up to allow the arm to come up, and then it comes back down. So you may or may not feel the shoulder blade back there. Change arms. All right, now let's cactus the arms. So I'm right out at shoulder level, right? Some people may end up being more down here. If that's comfortable for you, that's okay. But try this, all right? So let's try a little range of motion here, right? So I've got open hands. Bring the elbows into my side, come back to the starting position, touch my fingers at the top, come back down. So this range of motion, we're like drawing a circle around our heads. Couple more times. All right, let's come back to this position. Now, this is going to be a little tricky because what we're going to do is open hand here, and then I want you to squeeze fists and pull into center. Open hand to come out. Squeeze fists to come in. Open hand to come out. And you can do this, you can feel that the arms may get a little fatigued doing this, right? So do as many as you'd like to do, a couple more. All right, so I've given you a range of things that you can do to open the chest and relax the back and move the shoulder and find a nice, healthy home-based position for the shoulders to be in. And you can take a break from your work sitting to do 1 or 2 or 3 of these exercises, right? Sit for a little bit more, get up and do some other of the exercises, right? And just see if you can sort of change that position the upper body is in at some point during your work day, a few times during your work day.